I hope you all are doing well at home. After quite a long time, we are going to resume our class. So today I want to start a new poem with you. Every time I climb a tree, from your English 1 Part 2 book, and it is written by David Thompson Watson McCord. Remember the name? David Thompson Watson McCord. And he was a well-known children writer. He has written many plays and stories, poems for children. Okay. So this poem is about a boy who loves to climb trees. Small boys, they love climbing trees, isn't it? Now, if I ask you, do you love to climb trees? I hope your answer will be yes. We all love climbing trees. Not only boys, but girls also love to climb trees. And here in this poem, the poet has given us in detail, okay, the good side and the bad side of climbing trees. Let us read the poem. Every time I climb a tree, every time I climb a tree, every time I climb a tree, I scrape a leg or skin a knee. The first line is repeatedly used. It is used thrice because the poet is sure to get hurt. The boy is sure to get bruises on his leg or knee whenever he climbs trees. Whenever he climbed trees in one way or the other, he was surely getting bruises on his body. And every time I climb a tree, I find some ants or dodge a bee and get the ants all over me. If you have climbed trees, you must have noticed ants on the trees, because ants also stays on trees. But here the boy says that whenever I climb a tree, I find ants on the tree, and in order to escape from the ants, when I push my way backwards, I get stung by a bee. The bee stung on me. Bees sting, and when they sting, we feel very pain. It is very painful. And the part of the body where the bee sting will become swollen. So the boy says that whenever I climb a tree, I get stung by bees, I get stung by other insects like ants. Then I scrape a leg, that is, he gets hurt on his leg, and he gets bruises on his knee also. These are the bad sides here that he has described while climbing trees. Now let us go to the second paragraph. And every time I climb a tree, where have you been, they say to me, but don't they know that I am free every time I climb a tree? Here they refers to his parents, okay, the little boy's parents. Here he says that whenever he climbs a tree, his parents are unable to find him. They search for him, they look for him around, but they are unable to find him as he is climbing tree and he spends his time on the tree, on the top of the tree. So he says that climbing tree is very good for him. He has a very good experience in climbing trees and he feels very free, as no one is there to disturb him, to command him or to scold him. He feels very lonely and happy when he sits on the tree. So he has described his good experience in the second part of the poem, second stanza of the poem. Now we'll move on to the third stanza. I like it best to spot and nest. The next experience which he described when he climbed tree is that whenever he climbed tree, he says he is sure to find a nest. Spot means to find something. He is sure to find a nest, the nest of a bird, and the nest usually has an egg or three. There used to be 1 or 3 eggs in that nest. Every time whenever he climbs a tree, he gets to find nest of a bird, and in the nest he usually finds 1 or 3 eggs on it. So this is also his good experience which he has written or described. We will move on to the fourth paragraph. And then I skin the other leg. but every time I climb a tree, I see a lot of things to see. Then, in the first stanza of the poem, we have read that while climbing tree, he gets bruises on his one side of the leg. Now, after jumping from one branch to another, after moving here and there, after trying to save himself from the ants and from the bees, he is getting bruises on his other leg also. Then he continues saying that, but he gets lots of things to see, beautiful sights, the beautiful scenes of nature, the greenery of nature, and what are the other things which he says? Let us read. Swallows, rooftops, and TV. Swallows are a kind of birds. When he sits on the tree, he could see birds flying near him. They seem very close to him. And seeing the birds flying near him, he feels very, very good. And he could see the rooftops also, that is the top of the house. And it seems like when he watched all those scenery, that is the birds flying, the tops of the houses, the scenery, beautiful scenery, the fields and farms nearby him, he feels that he was like watching a television. Okay, it was indeed a very beautiful sight for him. And whoever climbs a tree must have experienced this. Though climbing may be good for ants, it isn't awfully good for pants. But still it's pretty good for me every time I climb a tree. Then he concludes by saying that climbing trees are very good for ants because the ants doesn't get hurt, they doesn't get any injuries, they doesn't slip or fall, they doesn't get bitten by or stung by a bee or any other insects. But for him, it was very, on one hand, it was full of adventures, but he had bitter experience also while climbing trees, because where he gets so many bruises on the even for his pants, as the surface of the trees are rough, his pants also tear. His pants tear. Not only one part, but both the parts of his pants also tear. And when he goes home, he gets scolding from his parents. So, on the other hand, it was a very bad sight for him, bad experience for him. You can see. But he still says that it's pretty good for me. But in spite of all those bitter and good experiences, he feels that all in all, it was a very good experience or experience for him. I hope you have all understood the poem. It is a very easy poem. And below this, there is a tree. Use this chart in which it is written. Use this chart to list all the things the boy sees when he climbs a tree. I want you all to read the poem and write down in these boxes given here. All the answers will be written in the poem. And for your next exam, I want you all to memorize 15 lines by heart. It's very easy. And question answers will be provided in your Miley app. To know more, if you read the poem once again, you will be able to understand everything. I hope you all have understood. And till we meet again, take care, stay at home and study hard. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stay home, stay safe.
Do it for self.
Do it for your family. Do it for India.
Let's break the chain of COVID-19.
हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद. हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद.
हम होंगे कामयाब, जय हिंद.